morning, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make a grapevine wreath using this joy sign. So I totally forgot to take this tape off on the back. Get these off as best as I can. I took off the tapes when I was prepping the project, but there we go. Alright, my name is Kaylin. I'm the owner of Designs by Kaylin. I make wreaths, bows, home decor, and I also have a supply shop where I sell wreath supplies. Today I'm just going to show you a quick, easy wreath using a grapevine. Because all I'm going to use is one greenery and some berries. And attach this with my hole puncher. All I'm doing is poking a hole on each side because I don't need the where the string was. There we go. And then I take some floral wire, one of my wire cutters. That through with the hole. Now I cut way too much, but I just really started working with the floral wires, so I'd rather have too much than not enough. I always want to try to cut that with scissors, but I don't think that would work out too well. Another piece of floral wire. Go to the other side. And I already got the hanger on it. I'll show you that in a minute. Normally do a piece of wire, but I just did that on the back. And now we're done with my sign. Right there looks good. And all I'm gonna do is thread the wire through the grapevine. Tried to make sure I do it on two different spots, so these are still stickers. Two different sections, so when I twist it, it's not gonna try to go through all the grapevine. This is a lot easier to do the wire with metal with the grapevine than it was to do my mesh. I actually like where that is. So I'm going to twist that a couple times. In the back. Actually, probably at least 4 or 5. And that sign is pretty secure already. That ain't really going anywhere. once I add all my picks to it, that sign ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna clip off my excess. And I tuck the sharpened end back into the grapevine. And I'll do the same thing on this side. And this sign, I don't know where you'll find it because I did get this one at a wholesaler that I go to. And that's how it looks. The sign will move a little bit yet, but we'll fix that. Alrighty. Where's my greenery? Okay. This is the greenery I'm using. It's from Hobby Lobby. And the SKU is what? And the SKU is CP2161. And I'm not sure how much I'm going to use, but I'm taking all the tags and I'm putting them into a little bucket thing that I have off the camera so I can figure this out. And I test this out beforehand, so I know this will come apart in a couple pieces. So. Where is my? And this cutter here, I would recommend. This cuts almost anything, and even cuts left-handed. So it's well, maybe. There we go. I should cut some of this up. There went the stick. Well, it doesn't want to divide, so I'm going to just make it divide right there. Right there. I'm only going to cut one stem up at a time because I'm not quite sure how much I'm going to need. Just cut it up into as many pieces as I could. You can use a glue skillet, but I keep forgetting to grab mine from the house, so we're gonna just use a hot glue gun today. And I prefer to use Gorilla Glue. It sticks really good. Ooh, that's nice. Sticks really good, and I haven't had an issue. And I do my snowman every year for Christmas at my craft show, and every year I end up taking those snowmen apart because I forget what size hat do they have. So when I take them apart, I cannot get them apart because the glue is so strong. I end up just wrecking the whole thing. So, and that's why I prefer into the grapevine. And I'm just going to go around the whole grapevine here. Oh, maybe I should add my bow first, but oh well. I'll add that in a minute. Let's make a bow before I continue on because we are not gonna get it, so I can't add my bow. And that's just one piece of greenery. One little stem of greenery. That's ready. So nice. And then I'll be adding some berries. Let's get my ribbon here. Right here. Grab my bow maker quick. Let's move the project off to the side and make a bow. I'm just hoping I have enough of this one because what I plan to use. So let's see. Just give me a tail. Twist the ribbon. I'm gonna do, let's do 5 inches. I'll need a big one on here. Twist, go to the 5 on the other side. And then, even though I'm doing it this way, I always double check to make sure my bow's even. Twist. We're gonna make the loops the same length again. And that's the same length. And then I'm gonna cut this one. I know the tails aren't gonna be even, but I'm gonna deal with that after. Open this up so I can stick my pin in there. This is one of my thinner ribbons, and this ribbon right here, that this red and green one that I'm using right now, I do have in my supply shop. If you go to kaylinsupplyshop.sd.com, that's where you can find the red and green ribbon. And I do have like signs in there. I have ribbons, I have a couple rolls of mesh, and always whenever you go through the center, you always want to twist. I'm just gonna hopefully make it so I have enough here, and then I'll do something different with the center when we get that far. Now let me figure out where my zip ties are. That should be right. I thought I was putting the glue on. Oh yeah, I just threw some on the floor. Or, that'll work. And then you carefully pull it up. Zip tie, and I like to tie mine with cleaner, so I'll grab another one of those, or Chanel stems, whatever you want to call it, and then I'll hold nice and tight. And I always take a wire cutter and cut the zip tie, and then you look fluffable. All you do is go in there with all your fingers and just move them around and it'll fluff up this bow really nicely. And you will be only touching this bow umpteen times, so it doesn't matter how fluff the bow is, you'll be touching that umpteen times. My thing is magnetic, so I always forget about that. And then we're gonna place this bow right here. Right there. Right there's good. And I'm gonna just twist that. Don't worry, I am going to be trimming these tails way down. But for now, it's good. So I'm going to trim them a little bit for now. So I can at least see what I'm working with. They'll probably be, they're going to be trimmed more, but this is what it looks like so far. So pretty. Because you can do a lot with the bow, so another tag will go here. And let's cut some more greenery. And this stuff is hard to cut some of it, so you'll see me struggling, but oops, I have a little wood there. Forgot I didn't have it on my mat, so I just didn't want to leave it on the wood. There we go. And now let's keep adding some greenery here. You always go with the grain of the grapevine. And make and you can change the way you're going with the greenery too. Like, make sure you're getting underneath the bow. Is the most important, because if the wind takes your bow, you do not want people just to see there's nothing there. And it's stuff is pretty much, you can make it do what you want it to do, okay? And now let's do the other side. Greenery here. And I am going to be doing this a multiple, but it will be waiting for me to do it because I'm going to be getting some more of my berries in at the end of the month. So I'm going to wait until then because I'd rather try to use the same berries. But right now it's only going to be one of them going to be available in my Etsy shop, which is designs by Kaylin us.etsy.com, or you can find both of my Etsy shops at designsbykaylin.com. stuff is hard to cut. I should have prepped it a little better, but I didn't think the sticks were going to be that hard. Just only really need a little bit of glue, but let's put the greenery in the right way. Oh my goodness. I'm actually really enjoying liking this. I am. This is one of the wreaths that I normally don't do anything with, but because I normally don't work with grapevines too often. And this is 3 stems. Look how full it is already, with just only 3 stems. So pretty. Cutter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if you go up or down. It's just you follow in the grain and whatever you think will look the best. I'll be finding these sticks for a while. Let's put one more over there. Nope, when you don't like something, you can always rip it out, like I just did. I will figure that out. The greenery going a couple different directions over there. Which maybe I can still get some of this out. Let's try this. Let's see. I'm just doing something. Oh, I like that. Let's do that. Try to put a stem in there. And right now I'm just going to be covering the whole grapevine in this greenery. Let's make sure I put it in the right way. I have a few more stems over here, but I wasn't sure how many I needed, so I grabbed them all. You don't really need a lot of glue either. You can always make the greenery do what you want it to do. Glue strings. Gotta love the glue strings. I have one more piece that I actually thought I'd need, but I end up needing a little, might need more than what I have, but I have it all by me, so it's like, so I don't have to go hunt for it. These little pliers are the best. I would struggle to cut anything, and some of those ones, I mean wire cutters, you should get a pair of those blue ones. They're the best. I don't know the name brand of them. small piece. This one. Glue stick. One more for sure. Getting what I want. And I'm almost done making this wreath. I'm just gonna add some berries. I'm glad I waited to do this because I was only going to do this like with 4 or 5 things of greenery, but I'm glad that I waited until I had enough. And I'll be going to Hobby Lobby to get some more of this. I really like this stuff. Might need a couple more pieces. Yeah, I need like maybe at least a piece or 2. But since I'm gonna cut up a greenery, I'm gonna make sure I use it all. Here, and then I'll find a home for those other 2. I can put them up here. Oh, right here. I found a home for them. And that's just what it looks like with just the greenery. And now I'm going to add some berries. This piece right here has the cards on it. I'll keep that, put that to the side. And the SKU for these berries is EW014124. And these ones you can just rip. There. I'm also going to trim down these stems a little bit. I'm just playing right now because basically what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Over here's a little challenge. Let's do this. I'll just see. Then maybe I'll add this extra one. I'm just gonna see what it looks like. Ooh, I actually like that Now let's glue it. Since we like what we have, now let's glue it down. And it may not be in the same spot, but I can always adjust things, so. As I get glue everywhere. And trying to get in the grapevine, which is so full. There we go, there's a hole. That's why I said they might not be in the same place. And then that will just move over a little bit. I just need to get to a good. Ouch. I hit the hot glue. It may stick up a little bit. Let me look at this my way. I like how it is. Oh, let's revisit the bow now. Let's fluff these loops. Let's see here. I need a bit I'll just take this one right here. Since that's the one that the hot glue touched earlier, let's just steal it right off. Yep, that will work. Little hot glue in here. Try not to burn myself when I do this. Now these tails are still a little too long. Let's see here. Let's trim them a little more. Where's my scissors? Cooperate. It's like you don't always have to dovetail them, you can angle cut them. This is what it turned out to be. Very pretty. I actually really like it. I don't really see any spots missing. No. Might have to fill in a little bit more, but there's actually nothing missing. I actually really love this wreath. And it will be listed in my shop, designsbykaylin.com is where you can find all my shop. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I needed to give you guys 2 more SKUs, the ribbons. For the red and green ribbon, the SKU is RJ401947, and it's a 1.5 inch. And for the 2.5 inch black and white ribbon, the SKU is RG0180002. And that's a 2.5 inch ribbon. Alright, now, everyone, have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.